Good advice as always, Ross. We're nearing season's end, so it's time to update our long-term test fleet. Our much-loved long-term Swift GTI was replaced with a Swift GT for 1990, and like the earlier car, it's given no trouble at all. It's basically the same car. Suzuki dropped the I from its name for the new model year. Thankfully, the clunking problem that plagued the old car has not appeared on our new Swift, but it does produce something of a whining noise when warming up the motor on cold mornings. Like Suzuki motorcycle engines, the one in the GT seems to be unburstable. It's happy to take all kinds of hard use, which must be the result of some excellent engineering. Fuel economy varies from driver to driver, but it seems to average about 7 litres per 100 kilometres, which is very impressive. Said one staffer, "Why buy even a $20,000 car when you can get this much fun for just $13,000? Just think what kind of car you'd have if you added $3,000 or $4,000 worth of performance goodies." On the downside, several people commented on its heavy steering, which involved quite a workout when parking in tight places. Thanks to remarkable performance and agility, not to mention a surprisingly roomy interior, the GT is selling well, and Suzuki seems set for another record year. Several driver's seat crew members and friends have bought these, and steering apart, they've had nothing but good things to say about them. It may not be the car you'd want to drive from coast to coast in, but it might be just the perfect urban runabout, and everyone seems to admire it.
As you know, Tony, one of my personal favorites in our long-term test fleet is the Saab 900 SPG. But actually, we've been informed by Saab that our car is, in fact, a 900T, which is like an SPG, but without the complete sports package. Whatever. So far, we've put 12,000 kilometers on this car, and aside from some minor problems such as loose plastic trim around the seats and assorted rattles and hums, it's been trouble-free. We recently took the car in for its 10,000 kilometer checkup, and the bits and pieces have been repaired under warranty. The total bill for the checkup came to just under $200. Not bad for this class of car. Reactions to the 900T have been mixed. One staffer is annoyed with its turbo lag, noting that when it does cut in, it's like a kick in the pants with a floppy shoe. Another problem has to do with the doors, described by someone else as being better suited to an English garden gate. Actually, I don't agree at all. I find the doors and ingress and egress to be one of the car's stronger points, and the turbo lag bothers me not one bit. I kind of like it, in fact. But one thing everyone has learned to despise is the notchy transmission linkage. Combine this with the reverse lock ignition key, and you have one of the more uncooperative cars on the market. But I don't care. I love the looks of the 900T, really appreciate its performance, and I drive it every chance I get.
We've also had excellent service out of our Honda Civic LX, which often sees rugged duty transporting drivers around to pick up all the cars we test on driver's seat. 10,000 kilometers have rolled by so far on the odometer, and we've had no problems to report. We did have a minor accident which saw the Civic in the shop for a couple of weeks undergoing repairs. The accident was caused by another driver's inattention, just the kind of thing we talk about on this show from time to time. On the fuel economy front, the Civic was almost as cheap to run as the Swift, and has recorded about 7.5 litres per 100 kilometres, even with lots of city use. Like other Hondas, the car drew comments about its smoothness and build quality. Said one staff member, "This car has one of the smoothest 5-speeds I've ever used, and like most Hondas, it has great visibility, something that gives lots of confidence in traffic." Another staffer said, "This must be the Rolls-Royce of small sedans. Despite its size and economy status, it feels expensive and well built. It's another of those cars that make you wonder why people bother to spend more." If you don't need the roominess of an Accord or the sportiness of a Prelude, this could be your kind of Honda.
We've also added a brand new Ford Probe V6 to the fleet, but we haven't put enough miles on it to really say anything about it. Next time around, we'll bring you up to speed. We'll be back after the break.